Yo, minasan, it's Manga Sensei, and welcome to the Manga Sensei Channel, where every single day, 365 days a year, I break down the world's best language and the particular characters that make up this language. Today, we're talking about the symbol that means go. Now, before we talk about the alternate meanings, I want to go into how to read this kanji and then go, as is per tradition here on this channel, talking about the etymology, or how this kanji is construed so you can help remember what it works with. The first part are the own readings. Now, there are 3 own readings and 3 kun readings. The own readings are typically used when a kanji is paired with another kanji. And the kun readings, in this case, tend to be majoritively verbs, Japanese verbs. So if you can kind of keep that in mind, as is typical of Japanese kanji, the own reading is the conjunctions, the jukugo, and the kun is typically something that's read by itself. However, the first ones are always going to be the most important. Ko is how this kanji is going to be read when comparison to another kanji 90% of the time, followed by gyo another 9% of the time, then on for like one reading that you probably won't ever use. In fact, gyo is usually used when referring to a row of something, like a row or a is it row in Excel? A row in a column? And then we also have kun reading, which is I for mostly iku, yuku being the old version, and oko for oko now. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's talk about the etymology of this particular kanji. The first part that I want you to really pay attention to is this symbol right here. This is a heng, a radical. Radicals in Japanese are what really make up the kanji and what give it its shape and form. In fact, if you look on the left side of this, the bottom 2 parts of this is a person. The symbol for person turned into a radical. That's right. If you took the symbol for person and smushed it together and shoved it to the side, it would look like this. And we put the extra stroke right above it, it becomes a moving person. Afterwards, we also have the symbol here down below, which is a hook, particularly a fish hook. When thinking about a fish hook, I see the symbol with the symbol 1 right above it. When all these symbols come together, what story can you tell? See, the best way I think to learn kanji is to think of kanji like a story. These were originally made as a story, and I think it's easier to remember them when you have that story. The first part of this story is a moving person with a 1. Now, the 1 can also be simply read as a stroke, a line. So in this case, I'm going to see it like a rod and the fish hook at the end. And I think a person is going fishing. As we continue studying kanji, being able to memorize these individual radicals along with the kanji are going to help you be able to make up stories. In seeing this kanji right here, what story do you come up with when looking at this symbol? Now let's look at some common words. The first common word I want you to see is with the I for the kun reading. That's iku, as in to go, which is the most commonly used verb ever outside of suru. The next one here is okonau. Okonau is to move. So we have a moving person. A person is going or person is moving. And if it has ku following it, it's iku. If it has u after it's okonau. Okonau is to move, like you move your arm. Udeo okonau. And then last we have ryoko. Ryoko. Ryoko is to travel. The first one means a travel, a journey. And the second one is to move, to go on a trip. With that, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this podcast/video channel where every single day I break down this language. I love kanji and I really enjoy teaching it to people. This is something I really like, and if you please give me a thumbs up as well as a share or even just a comment down below would really help me out. I appreciate all your time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, after 10,000 mistakes, you become fluent. So, 一緒に間違いましょう。それじゃあ、また明日。